Welcome back to the Daily Stack. Today is September 4th, 2025. This is entertainment, not financial advice. If you remortgage your grandma's house to go long on a coin called WLFI because it had presidential seal and a red tie in the logo, don't come blaming us.
Yeah, digital duffel stacking chips in the ether. Blockchain schema, numbers dance like a preacher. Cold wallets deep, keep the paper in the freezer. Spitting 5 verses, hotter than the fever.
The Trump dynasty goes full degen. The Trumps aren't tiptoeing into crypto. They're slamming the door with gold-plated ledger and a red hat. Donald Trump dropped Trump token, Melania launched Melania token, and now they've unleashed WLFI under the brand called World Liberty Financial.
What underpins the token?
Yeah, so what underpins the token, when you own a WLFI token, you own a piece of our ecosystem. It gives you an active stake in the ecosystem, and it lets you vote and participate in the future of the ecosystem. At the center of this ecosystem, Maria, is the USD1 stablecoin, the fastest growing stablecoin on Earth today. We have $2.7 billion of volume in just under 3 months. It took the biggest players in the industry, Circle and Tether, 3 and 5 years respectively to get to those kind of numbers. And we also trade between 500 million and $1.2 billion of volume a day, which shows you the demand out there for our stablecoin.
The whole thing is run through DT Marks DeFi LLC. And the ecosystem has already pulled in over $500 million across tokens, NFTs, and exchange fees. Trump Media itself isn't playing small ball either. They've parked $2.5 billion in Bitcoin, and they're working with Yorkville to spin up in crypto ETFs. Also, Don Jr. and Eric Trump are sitting on a fat stack through Dominary Holdings, a crypto treasury play that's now worth more than most altcoin treasuries combined. This isn't some influencer rug. This is a full-blown dynasty carving out a lane in DeFi. American Bitcoin blasts off on Nasdaq. If that wasn't enough, the Trump-backed American Bitcoin just IPO'd and ripped out of the gate. The ticker ABTC up 16.5% on the first day, settling at $8.04. That might sound like small potatoes, but the real story is under the hood.
What differentiates American Bitcoin?
Well, Katie, at its core, we have a great mining business, right? Right now, we're mining Bitcoin at roughly 50 cents on the dollar to the actual price of Bitcoin. We're mining a lot of it. We're using the Hut 8 infrastructure in order to do so. And so we've got an unbelievable advantage. I mean, we've got hundreds of millions of dollars of hard assets, data centers behind us, mining operations every single day, which allows you to kind of dollar cost average down the Bitcoin that you actually do take on your balance sheet and the ones that you go out and accumulate. And so while everybody has to accumulate at par, for us, we're able to mine at a substantial discount to par.
Eric Trump says their mining costs are less than half the price of BTC, thanks to a deep bench on fixed power contracts and scalable data infrastructure. It's a full-blown industrial machine. He's sitting on over $500 million worth of equity from this launch, and you better believe he's just getting started. Ethereum's developers are prepping for the Fusaka upgrade, and the timing couldn't be better. After hitting an all-time high of $4,955 last week, Ethereum is still riding the momentum and trading around $4,367 today. Fusaka is expected to boost scalability, reduce gas fees, and improve network throughput just in time for the next DeFi wave. The upgrade is part of Ethereum's slow grind towards full modularity, giving L2 ecosystems more room to flourish without gumming up the mainnet. They're not flashy like the merge, but if you're paying attention, you know that this kind of upgrade is one that institutional players love. Predictable, performance-focused, and packed with upside. Remitix, or RTX, is making waves in the cross-chain DeFi space with a fresh pre-sale haul of $23.3 million. Over 640 million tokens have already been sold, just over 10 cents each. And the roadmap looks serious. The project is building a wallet for real-time crypto fiat conversions, aiming to support more than 40 digital assets with FX syncing. Think of it like the Revolut of DeFi, only faster and built natively for blockchain. RTX is already listed on Bitmart and LBank and is shaping up to be a real contender for global remittance and fast payments, especially in regions where crypto rails are more stable than local banking systems. The stablecoin loophole banks are screaming about. The Genius Act officially took effect, and it brought the hammer down on stablecoins. Issuers now are required to back their tokens with either cash or short-term treasuries, and they're banned from offering interest. But here's the twist. Exchanges can't still offer rewards that behave like yield without technically labeling them as interest. It's a sneaky move that got traditional banks panicking. They're terrified this loophole will let crypto platforms siphon away retail deposits, dressing up yield in bonus point clothing. This one's headed for the fight. The Clarity Act might actually close the gap. But until then, the degen farms are alive and well, just with a fresh coat of compliance-friendly paint. Ether Machine is loading the institutional clip. Ether Machine, born from a merger between Ether Reserve and a crypto-focused SPAC, just raised $654 million in private capital. Most of it's in Ethereum. The company is sitting on nearly 500,000 Ethereum and another $367 million in cash, making it one of the largest Ethereum treasuries in the private sector. Their Nasdaq IPO is coming next quarter, and investors are watching it closely. With backers like Kraken, Pantera, Blockchain.com, and Citibank, this is not vaporware. It's real institutional bet on Ethereum's future. And if ABTC was the Trump family's Bitcoin play, Ether Machine is the ETH Maxis version of it, with a Wall Street twist. And the crypto markets are looking perky. Bitcoin's up 2.6% today, hovering around $111,600. Ethereum is climbing at 2.1%, Solana surged 6.6%, Dogecoin jumped nearly 5%, and XRP tacked on another 3.5%. After last week's volatility, this is the kind of quiet, bullish drift that makes traders lean back and say, we might actually survive this. Strong job reports, pending tech IPOs, and flatlining inflation fears, the money's flowing, and the charts are breathing easy, for now. Cardano versus Layer Brett, the long game versus the degen dream. Cardano is still building. The Hydra scaling solution is coming along, and the dApps are slowly populating the ecosystem. It's a slow grind, but the fundamentals remain solid. Meanwhile, over on the degen frontier, Layer Brett is throwing gas on the meme coin fire. In its Ethereum-based L2 meme token, offering up to 1,000% APY in staking and presale pricing around half a cent, the buzz, people are whispering about 200x potential, and it's not analysis. It's fantasy on white paper. But if Trump coins have taught us anything, it's that narrative matters more than logic, especially when the bull is running. The Financial Times' last unhedged podcast, OK Doomer, just dropped a sobering take on the market conditions. They're waving red flags over crypto speculation, AI infrastructure bubbles, and the dangerously quiet U.S. Treasury market. Their take? Things are way too calm, and calm in markets usually means someone somewhere is mispricing risk. Crypto's flying again, meme stocks are back, liquidity is flowing, but under the hood, they say the system might be creaking. Worth keeping in your mental stack. And that brings us to the tip of the day. Narrative is the new leverage. You can stack your bags with fundamentals and TA all day, but if the market decides it wants a Trump coin at $3 billion market cap, that's where the money goes. Stay nimble, ride the waves, and don't fight the story when it's got legs. Only ever click the official hardware link in the episode description. Skip Discord promos, Twitter DMs, or meme giveaway hypes. Your keys remain sacred. Stack smart, stack daily. And I'll see you degens tomorrow.
Tokens flipping quicker than a short con hustle. Gas fees cutting, got me flexing my muscle. On chain dreams, riding waves, no shuffle. Wallet address long, yeah, trouble on trouble.